Hello?
Hey, what's up, Amy? How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Pat?
Good. You want to go on a ride?
Well, sure.
All right. I'm going to pick you up in 20 seconds.
Okay, sounds great.
Bye.
Bye. How does this work?
I was wondering if you... Is this your first time in a Tesla?
Yes.
Yes. Just thank you for taking the time, Amy. And you know, I was featured on your channel when I was in London.
Yeah, we had so fun.
Thank you for that.
Good. Thank you for making the time. Your voice was like gone.
There are people having conversations about the problems that they're having,
Right.
the pains that they're dealing with. And I want to apologize about my voice. Yeah, it was
And
terrible.
you were still talking with me. I was like, oh, thanks, Pat.
That was bad. That was bad.
It was not bad.
But
It was totally fine.
how did your talk go?
Tried to get as YouTube in the weeds as possible to really show people what's
Okay,
behind
so
the
let's.
scenes.
I mean, as you know, I'm getting to try and get stuff going in YouTube, and
Yeah.
so what kinds of things
You're
are you
killing
teaching?
it, by the way. You're doing good.
I'm getting there.
You are.
And your channel's blowing up, and everybody else's channel's blowing up, and I'm like, I want to blow up too. So, if I want to blow up even more, what are some things I should be doing?
Well, I think the biggest thing that people don't pay attention to is the fact that when YouTube shows you something is working, you have to pay attention, you have to listen to it, and just break it down. Is a video doing well for some reason? That might mean that there's more viewers coming in, they're discovering you somehow, and then they come in. And what are you going to do to make them feel more welcome? You need to follow it up with something that works with why they just found
And
you
YouTube
and got
will tell
hooked.
you,
Yeah, it's called analytics. If you see any spiking whatsoever, you need to go, what's going on? Where is it coming from? Why is it happening? And how can I continue to increase this?
So, what kinds of analytical things should I be looking at?
The biggest thing is watch time. YouTube specifically wants you bringing people to their platform and watching lots of YouTube.
Okay.
That may not even be your channel the entire time. Let's say you sent out an email to your list and it was your latest YouTube video.
Okay.
And that video is great. And maybe you thought, you know what? The next natural step for you to take is to watch Amy's video on this because it's the next step. Even if you send people to my video, it could be your video, it could be a series, it could be somebody else's video. You kept them on YouTube watching, that's good for your channel.
So I can get rewarded.
You started a session, you didn't end a session. The moment you send people to your email list, you start ending sessions, which is why you really have to balance that. Your call to action needs to feed the machine and feed your business. But you have to balance it.
Different.
Because if you send people away from YouTube all the time, they're just gonna be like, well, thanks for using the platform, Pat. But we don't really want to send any more people your way because you're not keeping them here.
So how do I keep people watching?
You need to watch the watch time. Are you growing watch time? Are you increasing views and watch time? How long are people watching your videos? Do you know your audience retention, your average audience retention rate?
I know that they're watching for an average of 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
That's great. That's long and good considering what are you usually 10 to 12?
10 to 12 minutes.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
that's
6
really
minutes
good. So
watch
you're
time.
at right around 50%.
And then retention, 60%?
Yeah, 50 to
Good.
60. You're doing great.
So why aren't I blowing up?
Because
Sorry,
it's a long, hard road.
Amy, you're killing me.
So
here.
I know, but that's what you kind of have to think about on the the trajectory of it.
So how would
my
you
last
have...
video to take off was make time to do everything you want to do.
That could be for anything.
That could be for anyone, but I know who I'm talking to in the video.
So should I have maybe made that video how to get eyeballs on anything you do? But then that's not SEO.
Well, tell me the whole concept of the video, because I kind of cut you off.
So no, it's okay. The video is you're launching a new business or a new podcast or a new video channel or anything, and you want eyeballs on the day that you launch. Here are some 5 exact things that you can do to make sure that you have eyeballs when you come out with this thing you've been working so hard for.
How to start a big project and get attention. Break it down.
Really?
Because when someone goes to YouTube, let's not say YouTube. Someone goes to search how to do something. Where are they at this moment in time? And they're saying I really want to do this big thing. I feel like it's a big thing. It might not be that big, but it's a big thing to them. How do I start a big project? How do I start and follow through with a big project? How do I start and finish a big project? Then follow that up with how do you get eyeballs or how do you get attention? I personally would prefer attention over eyeballs. How do you get attention on your passion project, on your big project, on your new business?
But my audience, they're trying to start businesses, right?
Absolutely, but you don't. If they're in the earliest stage of the game, what do they know about launching? What do they even know about scaling? What do they know about passive income?
Okay. So should I remove that video? Should I change the title?
No.
Or just make...
Look, you always keep the video. You always keep the video, and you learn from the mistakes. You just gotta figure out what's next, right?
Okay.
So I would... Don't be afraid. Here's the thing. People are so afraid. You think you have to remove that video because you now want to talk about something very similar and rename it. No, you're an expert because you're always talking about the same thing. You're just framing it in a different way. Mm-hmm. So when you rename the video, you're going to come up with a completely new video. It's going to be similar advice, but it's still going to be so helpful. So you can just do it again. You're good at what you do. The reason why we keep saying, oh, this guy just says the same thing all the time. Well, that's because we're engrossed in their content.
Right, like Gary Vee, same message everywhere.
If they're just encountering you for the first time, it might change their life. But if you never framed it into where they are at this moment in time, then you were lost in marketing buzzworld land with all the people that are feeding the marketing buzzworld land.
My question is like SEO related, right? Like I'm thinking as a business owner, how do I launch? Because I know as a business owner, those are the buzzwords I use. I'm not searching for, or maybe I'm just assuming this incorrectly, but how do I launch my passion project?
That's all I'm saying.
Like, do people search for even I'm using tools?
How to start? The word start is very relatable, Pat. Launch
I need to start following your advice. That's what I need to be doing.
Like, you tell me launch, I'm like, oh, so there's a plan. Like, I just want to know how to start. How do I get to point number 1 of my launch? There's always like the bigger picture, like take it back a step.
Yeah.
That's my perspective on it. So why are you not taking off? Because there's a very big difference. What I have come to learn in having a YouTube channel that was very business focused from 2011 until probably, I would say, beginning of 2017, and I started to dabble a lot last year with seeing where I could go, to now having a channel where the average young millennial woman who just simply wants more out of life would find my channel useful, versus a person who works in a marketing department who is similar in all of those other features but knows what marketing is. I've taken it out a little bit. Instead of saying how to start a business, I'm simply saying go after the life you want. You might be a good fit to start a business, or you may not have the chops. You could be the most passionate owner of all time, but instead you're owning your position, the dream job. You could be an intrapreneur and be as effective as you would be with your own business and not have to do all the dirty work.
Now, how does this affect your business by going wider in that way? Now you have people who aren't necessarily thinking business when they find you. How does that, you're still teaching business, and that's
a really crazy anomaly, right? Here's the thing. One of my biggest pieces of my revenue model is speaking. So if I want to get paid to speak, I want to get paid the Pat bucks to speak, right? Let's say that's the case.
Okay.
What's your job as the keynote speaker? When someone signs you, what's your job?
To entertain, to make those people know that they spent money in the right place, and to come away with some amazing information and want to come back again the next year.
Absolutely. And you want to have the most happy and fulfilled audience. And part of that means planting a really good audience. And that comes from event organizers saying, Pat, he has the most engaged and amazing following. And I don't know why you got to do that.
Sorry.
Because you're freaking me out.
It was a clear road ahead. I just wanted to see how you would react.
So you put butts in seats.
I put butts in seats.
If I want to put butts in seats, if I want to help an event organizer, somebody who's going to connect me to clients for my business, that's where I'm going to get my business conversion. That's where I'm going to grow the agency. I need to put butts in seats as a keynote speaker. How do I put butts in seats? I need a bigger YouTube channel. I need a bigger following. I need to inspire more people who are going to go to their superiors or go to the other people they know and just spread the word about me and say, she would be great at our marketing event sales conference.
I like that.
I actually think I probably got my first advice on this from Michael Port in Book Yourself Solid, where he talks about instead of saying I'm a lawyer, instead of saying I'm an accountant, everybody's already decided what that brand is from their experiences, right? How can you say what it is at a much more basic level, but in a way that it's I help people do X? I help people become wealthy by getting focused on their filing, whatever. And it's like, oh, I just basically do people's numbers and accounting, and I make that sexy.
Yeah.
I see that to be the case. I can still be in business and have the average person be motivated by me and be able to tell their friends, she's helped me figure out how to go after the life I want, meaning I just like spending time in the evenings practicing piano. It's something I've always wanted to do, but I never let myself do it because I didn't think that I was worthy enough to even offer myself that time. And I put in the work, and now I can play some songs on the piano. They don't have to go start a business, but my advice is still going to work.
Love that. And so you've gone through a number of brand changes over the years. I was first introduced to you through these random weekly what's happening in the blogosphere videos that was done with, I think, Srini. Strifinus Rao.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm intrigued. I like her style, and then you stopped.
Yeah.
Or something happened.
Well, that was Srini's project, and he was so nice to let me host it. And we just didn't.
It was cool though. I was like,
it's one of the many things you like test to see how it goes.
I didn't know that.
You were watching that?
Yes.
What was that called? I can't even remember what we called it.
I don't even remember what it was called, but I was like, oh, I didn't know that thing happened in Twitter.
That's so funny. Yeah. And that was what my channel was at the start, and that's why he asked me to do it. Is he saw a lot of what I was doing on my channel, because I didn't want to recreate the wheel. I just wanted to take what I knew and teach the average small business how to use social, because I wanted them to hire me, but I needed them to be unafraid of the tools. And that was really hard to come by in the Midwest in 2011.
Yeah. How did you even get started with video at all? Like, did you go to video school or film school or anything like that?
No, I just came up with the harebrained idea to make a bride a video when I was asked to be a bridesmaid. And
wait. Okay, so
somebody asked me to be a bridesmaid in their wedding.
Okay.
Somebody I went to school with, and I wanted her to feel special, and so I just wanted to do something extra, and I just teamed up with another bridesmaid. We went back to our hometown, filmed a bunch of clips on our little Canon PowerShot, which I realized, I was like, oh, there's a video option on here. Cool. Like, this is the camera I take on vacation to take pictures. Yeah. Because it's 2007 at this point. And we just filmed people wishing her well, and stitched it together in a video, burnt it on a DVD, took it to the rehearsal dinner, and played it. And of course, the bride's emotional because you made the coolest video ever for her. But everyone else in the room was rocked, emotional, and so loving it.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Music and clips. They don't know these people, but they're like, this is so cool. That was it, because you made something for one person, and even though we're talking about generalizing and helping the masses, you're still focused on one person, because when you do that, it's going to be the best, and every single person that watches it is going to be like, I feel like she made that for me. I made that video for her, and everybody else in the room was as affected by it. That's the power of video, and I was hooked from there.
So what were your next steps from there? Did you just buy a whole mess of gear and you're like, I'm all in on video? Or
yeah, everybody does that. Yeah, it's okay, now I need a camera. I need to buy all this stuff. At the time, they had handheld video cameras, the Kodak
where you
ZI6.
slip the thing over your...
the flip cam. Remember the flip cam? Cisco retired it when the smartphones started taking off. I had all of those, and I just started vlogging my life on the Schmatastic channel in 2009, and it's some of the most horrific videos ever, but they're there.
I was going to say, you can
go watch them.
Okay, we'll link to them
YouTube
below.
has messed up the ratio on all of them. They look terrible, but they're such a good example of this ratios. Is where I started. Oh, it's terrible. It's so bad.
This is a common thing. We've had a lot of YouTubers on recently because this is partially me doing research and also all of you doing research, obviously, to learn how to do YouTube better. And every person we've interviewed has said that their first videos are just the worst.
They're the worst. Okay, this is why I say this on stage almost every single time, except for obviously the one I did today. Your first video is always going to suck.
Now, another thing that's holding people back is what do I even create a video about? How do you help somebody who's just starting out in video, or how do you help me tell me what should I be creating content about? I mean, because the cool thing is you can do whatever you want. Yeah. But that's the hard thing too.
Yeah. I mean, I think for you, because there's two different conversations here. you have an audience and you know exactly what your goal is. A lot of people are like, I'm going to do this, but I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know what to talk about, because they're like, I've just made the decision to make video.
Okay, let's speak to those people first.
Those people first, it's literally like, this is going to be the longest, hardest road. And you know this now. Like, and you're talking as, by the way, first world influencer problems that you're saying I haven't taken off, by the way. Because like you have a lot going for you, right? So that's, I'm putting in perspective for those people, because
No, I appreciate you saying that.
Because in that situation, this is a long, hard road, and even Pat's not happy with like where he's at right now, because we're all at the mercy of these crazy algorithms and the changing landscape of this world. So you better be stoked about what you're talking about. I was geeked about what I was talking about. I could not stop, and
like,
I can't stop now.
Views, right?
The last Q&A question I just got was, "You talk a lot. How do you do it?" And that's just how I am. And that's how I'm able to speak on stage and speak on video and speak on podcasts, because it just comes to me.
Love it.
You have to find that. And to your point, I think it's, you can have this cadence of, I give great business advice, and let's say you were to post once a month. Once a week. I know you're not doing that, but one video per month of those 4 or 5 could be something much bigger, where you could touch the life of someone who maybe hasn't figured out that they can start a side hustle with that really smart tactic that they have that so many people need, and if only there was a solution for it. If that person made it, it would be awesome. You have to get on their radar. They haven't even realized that yet. They don't even give themselves enough credit. Here's the biggest thing. The people that we help, we have to get them to a point of understanding they even are valuable before they will look into launching something. So many people will just tell themselves for so long, I don't know anything, I don't know anyone, I don't know anything special, I don't have anything to offer, I don't have any value. And that's a big mindset to get out of.
For sure.
Quick. Like, if I think about how long I was in that mindset, I think that's where the problem is not being able to embrace that on the content side soon enough, because of how many more people you can help with that. It doesn't mean it's not aligned with who you're talking to and your avatar, but you can always break it down a little bit more for them, even if they are thinking about business, etc.
So is mindset better than tactical?
No, not one's not better than the other. I just mean the goals are going to be different. So I was also saying, like, you have to balance like how much you ask people to engage YouTube, feed the machine, versus go do your business thing. Well, one of those videos that's feed the machine could be more mindset and more like, hey, I'm here to help you, subscribe, like, we've got a lot of good tactics here, there's a lot of things going on. The next one could be a tactic video too, and hey, it's a how-to series, make sure you watch the whole playlist of the how-to series. And you can continue on this trajectory. It's like, okay, we're focused on mindset, now I'm going to give you something practical to do, and now I'm going to take you to a 201 level, and then that 4th one's going to be focused on that call to action for that webinar you're doing, and then you start it all over again next month. If there's a plan on what the CTA is for each video, then the mindset, the tactics, they all work. The ones that are getting views for me are usually mindset, but also just like step-by-step advice. And step-by-step meaning, here's a lot of things you can do. Whereas a tutorial is different. It's very much, you have to do this, and then there, and then there, and then there, and then there. But I'm more known for tutorials, which is interesting because I'm more seen from mindset. Traffic is great for this conversation.
Yes. Traffic. Speaking of, I'm going to go hands-free now and feet-free. Because that's actually when this works best. Because it just knows when to stop. So we can just
I can trust it in traffic, I think.
We've had some people just not be okay with it.
Really?
Yeah. They're just like, how you trust it more than yourself? And I'm like, yeah, I do.
Actually, I do. Actually, yes. There's so many car accidents that happen because of imperfect humans.
So to finish up, we're almost at our destination.
Yes.
We basically just went on a loop, and it's getting super dark. I don't even know if you can see us anymore.
That's cool. We're having a good conversation.
Well, maybe
it's like a podcast.
Yeah, it is kind of like a podcast. Where's your business going? Like, where do you want it to be in the next, 2-5 years?
Well, so there's like the business of being Amy Landino, and then there's the business of growing the agency, and I'm very happy with both, and as they continue to grow, it's amazing, and my personal brand helps the agency a lot.
What is the agency?
Aftermark.
And what does that do?
Aftermark. It's a creative studio. We focus on video storytelling. So medium to large size companies will bring us in and work on a video creative campaign, and then we'll shoot it for them.
Cool.
So it's something I love to do. I'm teaching big business how to vlog. I never thought in a million years I would be doing that. But I'm excited about that because I love being able to help people firsthand. But I think there's going to be a day where I'm just going to love hanging out and not doing so much smiling for the camera and just doing good work. And I think everything I'm doing right now is helping me get to that. And I think Aftermark is going to be a very, very, very big creative studio in my future.
I love it.
That I will be running like a boss.
I have no doubt it's going to get to where exactly you want it to go.
Thank you.
Where can people find out more info from you? What are all the places?
All the places. The easiest is youtube.com/AmyTV.
Cool.
And amylandino.com for pretty much everything else.
Love it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me in the Tesla.
Yeah, we're not done yet though because.
Hey! Come see my Tesla.